There we go. Some fantastic words there from Rezo.
Nice.
Smiles all around as well. Very much ready for the game. We'll see how ready he is, though, because Tundra, they're going to find him here for this first bit of action. Trapped out by the shots, or maybe not. No, we can't quite get around. Doesn't matter. He's going to get hooked underneath the tower. Crystallis gets the angle, but Saxa was the first to get that first kill. Gets first blood down a little bit. Crystallis, of course, having to be careful himself. We'll see them settle here into the laning stage. And, you know, we've got to sort of talk about as well comments there from Owie before the game. Do you sort of like that approach? Game one of the grand finals, you leave the OP hero in just to see if you can deal with it. You've got many games to recover if it doesn't go great.
You know, it's something that people always talk about with Puppy, right? What he does, he gives the team their heroes. If he beats it, then it's like, oh my god, you know, you kind of break a team strategy. So I think it's a really cool approach. And just looking at these lanes now, we have the Lich Pudge versus the Tide versus Hoodwink. Both of the bottom heroes on Secret starting with bringing up protections to deal with that physical damage to try to tank up, because sometimes, like we were mentioning, it can be a bit deceptive.
Let's have a look at some of these lanes. I mean, overall, who do you have the biggest concerns for? Anybody going to have a specifically tough time in these early minutes?
I'm looking at bottom, to be honest with you. I mean, it depends on how much damage they're able to do with this like Gush plus this Acorn shot, but it's a lot of magical burst that could sometimes trip up a Tide, so see if 33 is able to hold up with it. They are pretty limited on regen also, but it tends to be, you know, the Tundra approach, not having too many tangos. They like their mangoes a lot.
Come and fight me!
And this mid lane matchup in particular, you know, of course, Nine, one of the fantastic mid players to just continue to bring these heroes in that nobody else will really consider playing mid. Here he is, of course, bringing out the Tusk once again on game one of the grand finals. Up against the Nisha Leshrak, though. Yeah, you've got to imagine on paper, this is not going to be too easy for the Tusk, right? He's got to be careful against Nisha.
I think just because of that kill that Nisha gets, you know, the bottle being coming out so early. Otherwise, I've seen these Tusks actually do pretty decent in a lot of these matchups versus range. But yeah, I think Nisha, he's going to have a blast.
See if Crystallis is going to be okay here. Spells on cooldown from Saxa and 33, so no further chase, but fair bit of a harass, keeping Crystallis pressured underneath the tower.
Starts to get easier for Secret once they get the Frost Shield levels, which they now do have, so a lot of that physical damage resistance for Crystallis. But as we've seen so many times, Tundra, this offlane, these two, they're special together. There's something about them. They even lane matchups you think they can't win, they sometimes end up just doing some type of crazy lane shenanigans and coming out ahead of it. So let's see how they do adapt.
I mean, what are some of the things that they do so well that kind of means that they, countless times, they are the duo that's just winning out in this lane?
It just feels like they always know how to trade a little bit better. Either they either trade or they just do these constant lane pulls, shenanigans with Saxa, just re-manipulating where the lane positioning is. So it's just a Tundra specialty. We're seeing top also starting to have a bit of struggle as 10 Stappen versus these Enigmas. The Eidolon's building up. Crystallis.
I know that bottom lane really, it's very much just a case of, you know, how much do Tundra try and push for that kill on the Pudge. Yeah. Before Crystallis is still getting buffed up, they're able to turn around. You know, Saxa in particular has to be very, very careful how close he gets to the Pudge. From the top lane so far, any sort of surprises here?
No, not so much. I mean, the Eidolon spam, you know, it continues to happen whenever you are playing those carries. It's going to be affecting you a little bit. But Skeeter, he's holding his own, him and Snaking. They have kill threat constantly, too. The early point in net with that arrow combo. Something to look out for, especially on Zayats. But Rezo, he's always got those Eidolons, so they have a lot of ways to protect and block arrow combos and stuff like that with the summons.
Yeah, and all in all, in terms of the how good the game is for the Enigma, you know, how good is it for Rezo? Is it going to be easy for him to have impact with the Black Hole, or is this going to be one of those games where it's kind of everything else about the hero that's going to have its strengths?
It feels like that tends to be the story for the Enigma a lot of times, but if you look at his items that he's got queued up, you know, we did mention the Wraith Pact comparison of the teams. He's going to go for the Black Hole plays and just play around his Malefice and stuns from a distance.
Absolutely, I think it's something that we're all going to be very, very happy to see.
Yeah.
None of this sort of Wraith Pact rubbish, you know, we want the action, we want the Black Holes.
Hey, if you look at the way the lineups can go, at some point there is going to be that lack of BKB disable, of course, for the Enigma. Sure, they're going to be able to sleep and reset and do these kind of fights that we see Tundra do a lot of times. We see a lot of teams do with Naga Siren, but could get to some points where you have to take these fights.
Bottom lane,
oh, he lands it!
Lovely little angle there, they've got the blast as well to slow. Once again, Crystallis trying his best to trade, but especially when it's 33 that's the one on top of him, not at a point where Pudge just has enough damage to kind of bring down the Tide. Tide's able to threaten them. Back up in the top jungle, Zayats and Snaking.
Snaking might be able to get
one-on-one.
this.
Same time in the mid, Nisha. It's got a decent amount of mana to try and run down Nine. Stick charges are there, though, and Nine far enough under the tower to survive, but back in the jungle, Snaking will win the battle of the supports.
Yeah, see that stat build for Snaking really working. Nisha
very low around this mid lane.
There's a punch.
As Saxa's come in to try and help out with the setup. He's got a bit of a bottle charge and a fairy fire. It's not enough to keep him alive, though. Nine and Saxa take him down. Saxa
you need to just watch out of the big ultimates that are in there, too. The Lich plus that Black Hole. to be careful how far they overcommit versus Secret's pretty tanky lineup. Zayats.
And as we've seen many times, you've got to be careful how you try and poke towards Tundra. When Nine's around, he's just trapping you in the shards every single time you step up alone. Nisha, he's got that haste rune. We'll see if he's able to chase down anything in return. Nice little sidestep there from Nine. Make sure that he doesn't get caught out by the stun. Knowing that Tundra, they won't have the tide for the fight. But nonetheless, though, Tundra, they're still that farmed that they'll definitely still go for a quick kill.
Bottom.
Tide or not.
More than enough damage, probably. There it is. And some Deso stacks for 9.
Not going to be easy to deal with. Sort of the main way to deal with it in terms of the Pudge and the Leshrac. We know that Tundra, they can kill these heroes. As underneath the tier 2 mid, they're looking towards Chrysalis. Skeeter, he's ready to commit in. As they go right in on top of him. Nisha will turn up for the fight, but not able to make any sort of move in time to save. And Chrysalis goes down. You see 33, he's ready to just waltz right underneath the tier 2 as well. Zayats will jump up with the toss back.
Chain Frost.
They are getting 9 pretty low. He's able to get the Snowball off in time. Ravage there for 33 ensures that Nine's got the space to step back. Zayats will fall. The bushwhack from Saxa finishing him off. Secret trying their best to deal with this team
in a
fight.
black hole, they need absolutely everything thrown on.
That's a lot of weight on resolution.
It is.
He's got to do something incredible. We get the toss back here on a snaking, but Puppy's low. Rezo's going to use the black hole. Only catches snaking though, and the song's out. Tundra, they're able to reset the team fight. Puppy goes down. Zayats also to fall. As they'll lose snaking, but they get to, once again, Tundra just proving at this stage to be almost impossible for Secret to fight into.
Tough position to use Black Hole. 3v, you need 4 heroes. Scan is going to catch them.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
See if they can get any sort of fight going here. It's not easy. There's no black hole to rely on. They'll still take straight into the fight with Chris as he walks forward. Snowball's going to be there for now. Gets them over towards Nisha. They're trying to step back though. Nisha getting off a good amount of damage this time around. Let's see if the sharpshooter comes in, takes down Zayats. Chris is trying to stand his ground with a dismember. They'll force 9 back to safety. Roshan falling low. Chrysalis also having to back away as 33. He's trying to finish off the Roche. Puppy and Nisha, they're stepping into the pit as well, but 9 heads in Snowball. They get the Ravage off the same time. Rezo tried to jump in to steal the Aegis, but 9 already picks it up. 3 dead on Secret. They'll take the Aegis quickly out the hands of 9. But Secret, they're getting chased back away from the pit. Very much felt like a bit of a last-ditch attempt there from Secret to try and stop Tundra, but they couldn't take the fight around the Roche pit. It's 4 dead, 9 continuing on 18k lead.
And it's also, you know, Ravage, it wasn't up until that exact moment as well, too.
Stepping up in the mid, they've got the arrow connection. He's already used the Bloodstone here. Look at the Lotus Orb off in time. A little bit of safety in his own Snowball, but it's only going to tear him far away from the safety of any of his teammates as Nisha will get slowly but surely taken out. Puppy as well to fall. Zayats caught out by the net. It's going to be 3 dead on Secret. We'll see how much positions that allow them to get caught one by one.
Always playing around each other perfectly.
Okay. Trying to get aggressive on 33, but he has got the Ravage. Oh, pop it, and now there's the jump forward. 9 just straight in, takes him out. Rezo, he has got the black hole off onto the 2 of them, but do they have the damage? Chain Frost is out, the BKB's already out from 9 and Skeeter. It was a nice 2-man black hole, but there wasn't any follow-up, but now Tundra, it looks like once again, they're setting up for the cleanup. They've got the catch on Tanisha. Bushwhack will trap him against the tree. The arrow for Snake, it keeps him locked down. He'll try and step back, but Tundra, the full 5 of them, chase him down. He'll go for the TP out. He won't make it. Everybody dead on Secret. Can look to get into the base of Secret.
33's taking the tower by himself. He's just anchor smashing it.
Yeah.
He's got the talent.
Chrysalis trying for some sort of a hook.
They can't stop him.
Radiant's middle
we'll see Zayats. He's looking for a toss back. And 9 in response immediately on top of him. That's Zayats gone. No buyback for him.
Chrysalis.
He'll pop the BKB. He's got to use it to step back, get some sort of distance between him and the rest of the team. He's going to try and stand his ground on 33. And 9 jumps in with a Walrus punch into the Snowball. Over on Disha Rezo. He's going to go for the black hole. The song is there.
It's healing him.
I mean, the black hole and damage alone, not enough to take him out through the BKB. Rezo's out. Does have a buyback, but even if he opts to do so, won't have a black hole to use. Tundra, they'll continue this push up towards the top lane. Taking down this set of barracks. A Secret, we'll see if they go for one last move, maybe Hope that Tundra gets a bit close to the fountain, but Tundra, they don't mess around. They're not making any mistake. 33 pops the Ravage, catches out Nisha and Chrysalis. Chrysalis getting low. He might just be able to reset this time as he is over towards the fountain, actually able to lift Nisha. Also able to keep himself alive for now with the Lotus. Flicks the net, but 33 and Skinner in on top of him. No one else able to get Nisha away from Tundra as he's out for 100 seconds. The tier 4s are gone. They're on to the ancient. GG is called. And Tundra, they take this game one, and my goodness, they take this game one. This was not close. Tundra in full, complete control. I mean, it felt like after 10 minutes, Secret, they didn't have a chance at all in this one, Fox.
It felt like